Welcome to Vibe Code with Matt. Today I'm testing out Lovable, the full-stack AI coding tool on this Pac-Man Task Manager idea I just had. Let's check out the first prompt. If you know anything about prompting, you know it's important to be detailed and thorough. I'm vibe coding, so no thank you. If you're reading along, you might be thinking, hey, this is a bad prompt, and I wouldn't disagree. There's a lot of wiggle room in this prompt, but I'm excited to see how Lovable tackles, and I already hit enter. Okay, that name is perfect. I'm using that. Oh, made a whole game engine, really? Ghost behavior, fantastic. That looks solid. Nice. You even wrote rules? Holy sh**. Let's run this. But first, let's talk about that stack. Lovable went with React for the base framework with TypeScript to make those types real nice. Not the latest version, but I'm not stressing about it. It's probably fine. Next, we got Vite for the builder and development server, and yes, I am saying that correctly. According to their website, they do this. Tailwind handling those cascading style sheets right in the HTML, and shadcn for the UI components. Not super confident I'm pronouncing that right, but it's all your buttons, drop-downs, checkboxes. If you can click it or flick it, Shad's got you covered. I wonder if this is a common stack for most prompts, but whatever, let's just run this thing. Now, I don't have a developer's eye, but I can see right out the gate we don't have a game. Or at least not a visible one. The UI's not terrible. I expected a lot of yellow and neon. And there's our task manager below. I'll enter in a sample task and select the priority and add it. We get a nice little notification pop up. That's a nice touch. We don't have a game, so I don't know if that ghost was added, but let's click out of here and oh, we hit a ghost. We are colliding with an insane amount of ghosts. Look down here. I can try closing the task modal, but it's just going to pop right back up. Yep. What if I complete the task? Nope. Now I'm just prompted to uncomplete it. Okay, good and bad news, I guess. Good news is there is a game component, we just can't see it. Bad news is that game is clearly broken. Alright, this is untenable. Time for the first debug. I let Lovable know about my issues in simple terms. And it saw the issue in the console logs too. What a buddy. Within seconds, Lovable made the updates. So let's spin it up. Is that something coders say? Anyways, I see the game now, but I'm trying real hard not to have a seizure. If this is a slowed down version, I'm glad I wasn't exposed to the previous one. The character movement is equally off-putting. You don't just move while you press the direction button, you slam into the first wall you collide with. That's not my Pac-Man. Alright, we've now entered Vibe Debugging. Again, I explained my issues and Lovable quickly and confidently fixed it, claiming a more classic Pac-Man experience. Spoiler alert, it's not. I went back to say so, but apparently I'm out of credits for the day. This was fun, but I'm not going to put in a quarter to continue. It's game over for this idea. But then, I saw the Octocat. That's GitHub, so I might be able to get a free continue here. I thought for sure that Lovable would lock its generated code behind a paywall, but no. Even on the free tier, you can sync the code to your own GitHub account and run it on your own computer. That means I can give my other AIs a crack at the code. And it's a two-way sync, so Lovable will pull in what I've changed once I get more free credits. I think I officially love Lovable now. I immediately went to Google AI Studio. If you're not familiar, Google AI Studio is like the Costco of Google's AI models. It was built to sample various AI models and decide if you want to pay for the API costs. As long as you're okay with your usage being used for training purposes, you can get a lot of work done for free with Google's latest models. I tested their image generation model, Nano Banana, to create images for this video. They're all bananas. For Taskman, I decided I'd sample Gemini 2.5 Pro. Apparently it excels at coding tasks. Google AI Studio also gives you a huge context window, so I was able to copy and paste the entire code base from Lovable along with all of my gripes. And Gemini provided a thorough solution I could implement myself, if I were capable. Instead, I asked them to relay these instructions to another coder so they could implement them tomorrow. The next day, once my free credits replenished, I busted into Lovable like I knew what I was talking about and laid out the plan Google gave me. I feel like Lovable was impressed, but regardless, it refactored the game to get that smooth, tile-based movement that I crave. And it actually worked. It's not perfect, but it feels more like the classic arcade game. This was a big refactor in one prompt, so burned all my credits for the day again. So I decided it's time to add some new AI coding stallions to the stable. I started with Claude Code to make the warp pipe work in the game, like where you exit the left and come out the right, vice versa. I also had to update the design to be more modern and less all yellow. Next, I put Codex from OpenAI to work on adding touch controls for mobile devices, little tomato power-ups that act as focus timers, and sharing functionality to share your daily score. By the end of the day, I had a working version of the site up and running. Sure, there's no login or database, so once you reload the page, all is gone. But for this silly concept, I think I'm fine with that. You can play the latest version of Taskman at vibecodewithmatt.com. Be sure to give it a try and let me know what you think. And don't forget to share your high score on LinkedIn.